If you are searching for the 8 best tips to help you quickly upgrade your rank from Ultra to Master in Pokemon Unite, then you've come to the right place. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, GeekyGamer. If you're just starting your gaming journey with Pokemon Unite, then don't forget to check out my first video on Pokemon Unite Beginner's Guide to get some very useful tips most gaming channels won't tell you about that will definitely give your Pokemon team a huge advantage in the game. You can click the link on the screen or check it out in the description. Alright, almost every time I meet someone in the lower ranks of Pokemon Unite, I always get asked the same question. What can I do to get into Master Rank quickly? That's why I made this video for you guys. So let's dive right into the 8 best tips to become Master Rank in Pokemon quickly. 1. Go for the top play. Now, this tip is very important for you to know, especially if you are more of a solo player. The tip is to go for the top play. What do I mean by this? Pokemon Unite provides you with an array of Pokemons that all have a unique set of abilities aimed to help your team perform well against your opponent. But not all Pokemon play the same role in the match. You are going to need a Pokemon that can act as a jack of all trades on the battlefield, capable of multiple stunts and abilities. Pikachu is a decent example, but isn't exactly the best. Once Dreadnought appears in the battle, you are going to want to head to the bottom lane and focus your attacks on it. Now's the time to use pings so that you and your team attack it. By slaying it, you'll be setting your team up for success by giving them a shield and extra experience. To add to that, I don't know if you've ever played a match or a game other than MOBA games where you were constantly the deciding factor for the team on who wins the match. If you are used to that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. In this sense, you should try to be the best in the battle by employing an attacker that has stunts and crowd control to your team, especially if you are a solo player. 2. Get your team a variety of Pokemons. Like I said in my first tip, Pokemons play different roles, which range from attackers, supporters, defenders, and speedsters. Now, the game lets you unlock several Pokemons for free, which we know play different roles and are packed with advantages and disadvantages as well. Your job is to identify the ones that you can get comfortable playing with and know how to leverage its strengths to keep up with your teammates. You need to have a variety of Pokemons in your setup, each playing a different role. This way, your team won't be lacking any roles when the match begins, giving you better odds at winning. If you are unsure what roles to go with, you can just wait and fill in. What do I mean? You should make sure you have a Pokemon playing a role your teammates didn't fill up. Say your team doesn't have any defender or supporter. You can fill in the missing spots. Trust me, this is a no-brainer that if you don't fill out all the roles in your Pokemon team, you definitely will suffer massively from it. An example would be an all-out attacker squad. Although attackers are very useful on a team, or at least more useful compared to speedsters on a long-term basis, you would find that your team is either getting their base stomped on much easier, or just inadequate to keep up against a well-built team. 3. Win over 50% of your games. The best part about getting to Master Rank is you only need to win a percentage higher than you lose. All you need is just to go a little above 50% win rate. Say if you could hit a sweet 60% or above, then you are on your way to rank up fast. How do you know your win rate? Well, you could always do this by going to your trainer info and checking your favorite Pokemon. There, you will see which Pokemon have the highest win rate, and it'll help you with your decision making when placing Pokemon on the battlefield in the future. My next tip is probably going to have heads turning, but 4. It's Pokemon Unite, so unite. I mean, It's pretty clear from the name that you're expected to unite with your team and try to battle your opponents all together. What are you talking about? You're probably asking.
What?
One way to truly progress and reach your dream master rank is to participate in team match objectives. Now, this tip touches on your priorities during a fight, because once the timer hits 7 minutes, Dreadnought spawns, and once he does, you need to push back the opponents. Many teams have been caught out making the same mistake here over and over again. Once Dreadnought spawns, your #1 goal becomes taking him down. But I could score 40 points on the front line, fighting the enemy base. That's probably your response to this tip. Yeah, I know you can score good points from fighting at the front line. Still, if you want to improve your current rank, you are wasting good points not fighting with your team against Dreadnought. But the team could split up. 2 at the top and 3 at the bottom. If that's what you're thinking, just get rid of those thoughts this instant. If anything, you are only holding back your team by not joining the battle against Dreadnought and scoring fewer points, which won't help you achieve the rank you want any faster. This is where you unite. You guys are going to need to gang up on Dreadnought and take it down. That way, you can skyrocket your points into those higher ranks you've dreamed of. 5. Get your held items. Before talking about this, I acknowledge that held items have been a very controversial topic in the Pokemon Unite gaming community. Still, the best in life are those who dare to explore. You need to get your Pokemons equipped with held items, and not only that, you need to have each one upgraded to at least level 20. This really helps your Pokemons get the required boost they need, giving them that edge they will need to surpass opponents. But what if the opponents have their Pokemons equipped with one as well? Well then, guess it's time for Plan B. Now, there are a lot of excellent items you could equip your Pokemon with, but if you need some great recommendations, you definitely should go with Buddy Barrier, Focus Band, and Muscle Band. Why? Thought you'd never ask. Buddy Barrier is a must-have because when you use your Unite move, you, along with a team member of yours, get a shield based on 40% of your HP. That's a killer stunt that will always come in handy. Muscle Band is pretty sweet, but just on a few Pokemon, because not all can benefit from the attack bonus. Still, they can gain from the attack speed and the extra damage dealt based on HP. Focus Band is one worth looking into. When your Pokemon's health is low, it acts as a healer, and if anything, you will always need a healing factor in battles. 6. Don't get KO'd, just run. I know it sounds like something anyone would tell you, but you probably don't realize how bad it is to get KO'd during a battle.
Why are we still here?
If worst comes to worst, just run away from the scene and try to stay alive. Focus on farming and attack from behind. The basic attack and run. No shame in running away if you are determined to win in the end. 7. Get your priorities together. Now, I see many times teams make the mistake of attacking Zapdos when they aren't even prepared for that fight. What do I mean? Although sometimes your team might succeed at taking down Zapdos, don't let that be the priority, as it's not as important as taking down the enemy team. The chances of actually defeating Zapdos are pretty low, and by attacking Zapdos, you expose your weak spots to the enemy, which makes it easier to take you down. If you know you don't need Zapdos, you shouldn't be going for it, and if you do, you should first focus on attacking the enemy team. Say you've taken down 3 enemies, and there is an opening, then it would be an excellent time to attack Zapdos. But it's not a one-man job. Consider this before engaging Zapdos. 8. Get a partner. and a really good one. Pokemon Unite is a game that embodies the meaning of fun and adventure. Playing with friends and family, or gamers you met online, will definitely help you get the nostalgic feeling you want while playing a game adaptation of an anime that made many childhoods. But suppose you are trying to achieve the best out of your gaming experience so that you can rank up to Master quickly and are in competition mode. In that case, you will want to consider partnering up with a pro. I would advise you to pick a partner you know would help your team excel and has a basic understanding of what to do in a match to succeed. Well, that's it, guys. So, what do you think about these 8 tips on how to rank up to Master? If you liked my tips, then drop a like on the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more gaming tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one, trainers.